drink. I'm too old to start taking drugs. I've worked hard all my life and have nothing to show for it. I don't need material things. I mean children, grandchildren, all the things that go with them. When a man reaches my age, he should be able to look at his life with a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment. And all I've got is a sense of hate.
Don't let the old man catch you.
This computer can solve this whole puzzle in 30 seconds.
God only knows what Marjorie's death did to you.
Cadwell? We're getting a fluctuation in the water pressure at Station 34.
Where's that?
Birchville, Minnesota.
Anything serious?
No, it's just barely registering, but it's there.
Well, we better see if Birchfield's onto it.
Yes, Krohn. We picked it up. No problem. We started cooling down the reactor yesterday. We're planning to change some fuel rods at 1100 tomorrow morning. I'll have Bill Yancey's crew check out the cooling system. Thanks for the concern. Bye now. Those Colorado cowboys. That computer of theirs is going to give them all ulcers. You know, we can increase the water pressure 100,000 gallons and nothing happens. But just let someone sneeze inside that containment building, and it shakes city. Hey.
Should I bring in the suitcases for you?
No, that's all right. I'll do it later.
Good. I'll pick you up at 9:30. I'm leaving now. I'll see you in the morning.
Don't hurry.
I've got to go to work.
No. Stay with me.
I'm leaving now.
Police! Police!
Now sit down. I've never shot anybody. I don't want to start now.
Hey.
You fellas finished for the night?
Almost. Typewriters. With all the office buildings in this city, we got two punks who pick on a government-secured building. Right? He and I are supposed to be protecting the world against saboteurs. And we got two punks out for kicks.
Loosen up. At least nobody got shot at.
Listen, I can think of a lot worse things than being shot to death.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Being bored to death.
Well, I am starving.
Me too.
Frank, you gonna join us?
No, thanks. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna go fishing. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be in a stream fishing.
Sure?
I'm positive. Catch you later.
Good night.
Good night. Lock that door on your way out.
He is a lonely man.
He's not always that way.
He may not always appear that way, but he is.
Well, you lose a wife, you raise a son, you lose him. Come on, let's go home. Cadwell,
Yeah.
on that pressure fluctuation at Birchfield, Proteus is registering a possible alert.
What do you make of it?
I don't know. Birchfield Control keeps saying no problem, and the pressure fluctuations are mild enough from our own readings to agree with them.
Hey, Arnie, I'm here 3 months. You're here 2 years. Do we call the old man or not?
You're damned if you do, and destroyed if you don't.
Great. Just great.
Good evening, Commander. Good morning. Let's have it.
We're still registering a possible alert, sir. Now, they shut down the plant yesterday for possible refueling tomorrow, but the core temperature's still at 500 degrees.
Let's see if we can get a profile on the plant, get this thing straightened out before I lose any more sleep.
So I'll do what I can, sir. I told him we were shutting down at 0100 hours, but there's some guy up there that's more drool than spit, and the computer's got him sucking his thumb, and now Commander Stone is on his way over there.
Oh, great. We'll be filling out forms from now to Christmas.
For what? An overpriced, oversensitive machine.
Who? Proteus or Stone?
God, what's that?
I don't know.
Shut that off.
Shut off! It is Birchfield, sir. The bottom's dropped completely out of the pressure system.
Punch it up in the monitor.
We're trying, sir. The electrical system's cut out.
Transfer to main control board. Get me Birchfield.
Can we see what's happening down there? Hey, look out the door! Watch the door! Stop the door!
Birchfield, what the hell is going on up there?
We've lost the primary cooling system.
All of it?
It's gone. There's no pressure.
Go to the emergency cooling system.
Sir, core temperature's at 1,000 degrees.
Birchfield, if it goes to 2,500, you'll lose it all.
Sir, something's wrong with the emergency system. We can't get more than 30% water pressure.
That's impossible.
Core temperature's at 1,450 degrees.
Nancy, it's impossible. Check your numbers.
30%.
Commander, there are 14 men still in that containment building. Now, you've got to open the doors. There are gases in there.
Yancey, check those numbers again.
1,600 degrees.
Sir, Proteus transmission.
It can't be.
Commander, please, open those doors.
We've got a Code 9 emergency.
What are you talking about? Our Geigers don't register any radiation.
Proteus has called a Code 9. I cannot open the doors. Regulations.
Damn your regulations, sir. I'm standing right here. There is no radiation.
Core temperature's at 1,800 degrees.
Punch up the scanner.
You're killing those men! Commander, they're dying.
What's the situation on the emergency system?
It's holding.
How effectively?
Ask your computer.
Is the reactor secure?
Core temperature's leveled at 1,100. I think we're okay for now.
Get me security. Birchfield will take over in this end. Security will be there shortly to evacuate the plant.
Does that include the 14 bodies?
Roland here.
Roland, where the hell have you been?
Who is this?
Commander Stone.
Well, hello, Henry. What's going on?
We've got a Code 9 emergency.
Where?
Birchfield. Get some men together and get over to Worth Park. There's a helicopter waiting.
How much radiation has escaped?
There's no stats on it yet. We've lost 14 men.
What?
They got trapped in the containment building.
Are you telling me they're dead?
Yes.
How did that happen, Henry?
There was a Code 9 emergency.
What do you mean there was a Code 9 emergency?
Roland, get some men together.
Hold on a minute, Henry. I have to know whether or not I'm taking my men into a radiated atmosphere. I want to know that.
Roland, you have your orders.
Henry, radiation or no radiation?
The computer says yes.
What did a human say?
Birchfield says no radiation.
Thank you, Henry.
Damn. 1 in a billion accident and has to happen in his district.
Wendy's gonna lose one, too.
Yeah, at this rate, I'll be broke.
The tooth fairy is going to have to make another night visit.
You sure they're not using the same tooth? Oh, God.
Is that all you're going to do?
Huh?
The children are asleep.
I know, that's nice.
Just gonna lie there.
What?
No. I have other plans.
You do?
Tooth fairy.
It's your mother.
Hello? It's your mother.
Hello? Yeah, Frank. What? Huh? Well, how bad? Baby, pack a bag for me.
How big?
A couple of days. Listen, go ahead. Yeah, but how... Yeah, I'll be ready.
What's going on?
Frank's picking me up in about 10 minutes. They're having a problem with the cooling system at Birchfield.
What does that mean?
It means that they can't cool down the reactor. Without the cooling system going, it can jump 1,000 degrees in less than a minute.
When does it stop?
It already has. They've got the backup cooling system working.
Why do they need a detective?
It's just routine.
It won't be dangerous for you, will it?
No, it's not going to be dangerous. Thanks. It's just between you and me, right, Jude?
Always is, isn't it?
me a viable provocation factor for a nuclear excursion at Nuclear Station 34. Feasibility computation for remaining possibilities.
Commander, Secretary of Defense is on the line.
Get me the Minneapolis weather report. Mr. Secretary, this is Commander. Yes, sir. I'm afraid so, sir. 14 men. We were scheduled to change the fuel rods tomorrow, sir. No, sir. If we lost what's left of the cooling system, sir, the heat would melt the fuel rods right through the bottom of the reactor, sir. The China syndrome. Sir, there is a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind coming from Birchfield to Minneapolis and the rest of the country. Yes, sir. If there were an explosion, a radioactive cloud would develop, sir. Yes, sir. The Minneapolis area would be affected, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, boys? All right, you got your assignments. Frank and Bly want you to set up your communication center in the control room. You get a whiff of anything, you call me.
Hi, I'm Harry Holland. Guess you got a call from Stone, too.
Yes, it did.
You might forget, but I met you in Washington 4 years ago. I am the emergency team supervisor for the Birchfield area.
Oh, it's good to meet you again, Harry.
Hi, I'm Carl White.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, sir.
Dale.
Oh, Frank. What went on in there? It's bad in there, Frank, real bad. We got 14 men still inside. We got at least 3 busted water pipes. I don't know. But one thing I do know, Frank, we didn't have to kill those men.
Get some rest.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about these technicians, Harry?
Down the road in the bowling alley. Stone wants to get them out of the plant in case it blows. Look, we got to keep this thing quiet.
I agree with you. What are we going to do about the wives of these men when they call us?
We beat them to the punch. We call them, tell them there's a manpower shortage. Their husbands have got to work an extra shift. That buys us another 5 or 6 hours.
Then what do we do?
I don't know. It's bad business. Who'd ever think this could happen? Say, how's that boy of yours? I remember we had quite a conversation. You brought him to lunch at the conference. He was going into law, and he was pretty knowledgeable about marine law at that age.
Mike was killed in Nam.
Who's in charge here?
I am.
Good, because I don't want to have to repeat myself. I'm Sheriff Sweeney.
Frank Rowland, pleased to meet you.
Yeah, a lot of activity going on.
That's okay. It's just an exercise, Sheriff.
Well, you got a man working in your plant that I want to talk to.
What's his name?
Howard Ives.
What do you want to talk to him for?
I'm afraid I got bad news for him. His wife committed suicide about an hour ago. Now, could you get him out here, please? This is police business.
Well, on this property, you see, I'm the police.
Sheriff, did she leave a note?
No. Just did it.
Well, is it possible it could have been murder?
Well, anything's possible, but I wouldn't bank on it. I got to see Ives. Now.
Frank, Ives is one of the men still left in the containment building?
Well, I'm sorry, Sheriff. We can't let you see Howard Ives right now. He's working on a special assignment that requires isolation. But we'll give him the news as soon as he comes out.
I'd like to give him the news now.
Sheriff, it's the Secretary of Defense. We'd like to speak to you.
You kidding me?
No. Can we get Howard Ives' personal file? Yeah, you should look at it right away.
Hello? Yeah, Sheriff Sweeney. Wait, yes, sir, yeah. No, I was just,
How in the hell did you get the Secretary of Defense on the phone?
It's one of our dispatchers. Every now and then we need him to be the Secretary of Defense. Once he was the president.
Get his file.
Yes, sir.
Now, listen, you tell Beal and Finch what we got.
Say, I'm sorry, Mr. Brolin, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were under special assignment for the president.
Well, that's perfectly all right. Can we count on you to keep our secret?
Oh, yes, sir, you can count on us. What exactly is going on?
That's the secret.
Ives, the maintenance crew chief, dedicated. 4 O's across the board on his efficiency rating. Good health. Hold on. Section C-16 is loyalty security report that's having to do with reporting membership in political organizations. Quote, my daughter, Marjorie Ellen, left home 3 years ago. She is now 22 years old. We do not know where she is living. But she is a member of a radical organization and a group that has something to do with the environment. I do not know the name. Unquote.
When was that filed?
Over a year ago. What do you think?
I think we ought to get out to the Ives house.
Hey, Frank! Got something for you. Look at this stuff. Look at all that stuff you got. Look at this, will you, Carl? Asbestos. The aluminum lining has been removed.
What do we got here, Carl?
It's not an ordinary bomb. It's not an explosive, anyway. This is some kind of thermal device. This thing can create enough heat to melt steel.
Banducci, I want you to find out every possible kind of explosive that can be made from this stuff. And ask Leo to call the FBI and get all the information you can about Marjorie Ellen Ives.
You got it.
Hey, Banducci, set up a demo for us at Birchfield.
All right.
How you go about exploding something like that?
Might be a clocked mechanism or heat, delayed chemical reaction, or human.
Human?
Like a grenade, you pull a plug and you run.
Run where? That's suicide.
We've already got one in the family. Come on, how many times do you hear about a husband and wife double suicide? Only this guy wants to take a nuclear reactor with him. Anyway, it doesn't mean anything. He's dead in the containment room and the reactor hasn't blown.
Not yet it hasn't blown.
What do you mean?
How many bombs is it going to take to do the job? 2, 3, 4, 5, how many? How many is this guy planning?
What was that?
Came from the loudspeaker, sir.
Birchfield? Are you picking up the containment building?
Yes, sir. I've been zeroed on those microphones for the past 2 hours.
Give me more sound.
Someone's alive in there. Shh.
There is someone alive in there, sir.
Video.
Not operative, sir.
Punch up the scanner.
Nothing.
So there's someone in there, the scanner's just not picking him up.
If there's someone alive in there, the scanner will pick up the body heat.
If it's functioning properly.
All right, maybe it's not a human noise. Maybe it's some kind of machinery sound.
Everything's shut down.
Patch me through to Proteus. It's impossible. No one could survive in that atmosphere. What's the situation?
The temperature in the building's 130 degrees. The atmosphere is iodine gas with an 18% hydrogen level. Proteus continues to report radiation. No one could survive, sir.
What's the situation in the purification system?
Still inoperable. We've got men working on them.
We have communication, sir.
Hello. This is Proteus Control. We can hear you. Reply. Keep talking to him.
You all right, sir? So shouldn't we send somebody else in that building? I mean, maybe there's more than one. Maybe some of them are unconscious.
The core temperature is still well over 1,000 degrees. We have an 18% hydrogen atmosphere. Do you know how dangerous that is? One spark and it could blow the whole building up.
Then let's contact Roland.
There's nothing he can do. Proteus will eventually lower the core temperature.
We'll be dead by then.
There are 14 men in that room. Perhaps more than one of them is alive. But if we blow the reactor wall, we can endanger the lives of millions of people. Besides, every environmentalist and senator who wants a vote will be down our throat as it is.
It's crazy. Nobody knows who the enemy is. Huh? Sometimes I think I'm going nutsy. I ought to just take off and go fishing the rest of my life. You ever been up to Banff? Like Louise in Canada? It's a whole other world. You better get Henry on the phone for me.
Commander Stone. Frank Brolin calling.
Yes, Brolin.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like sabotage, Henry.
What do you mean, sabotage?
You know, sabotage?
Proteus is registering a sabotage index of feasibility at 0.12.
Yeah, we'll feed this information to Proteus. Got a maintenance crew chief here by the name of Howard Ives. He's one of the 14 men trapped in the containment building. Well, his wife committed suicide tonight. His daughter's an underground radical. And he's got a garage loaded with chemicals, enough to blow up a dozen nuclear plants.
I'll run this through Proteus and get back to you.
He's gonna feed that information to his computer.
We don't know for sure bombs caused this thing.
What, do you need a computer too?
Hey, Frank, it's all assumptions.
What makes you such an optimist all of a sudden?
I got a wife and 2 kids 40 miles from here.
We're gonna magic. Come on, let's go to work.
Provocation of Birchfield emergency. Feasibility index as follows. Human error 0.27. Defective equipment 0.14. Sabotage 0.69. Be advised, sabotage index above 0.37 constitutes paradigm red. Recommend effective action consistent with Blue Book guidelines. This procedure authorized in accordance with Executive Directive 44-5872.
We've got a national security alert. I want a security net and status on every reactor in the country. Get me the president.
Commander, even if it is sabotage, isn't it probably isolated?
Can't take the chance. We've got to go by the book.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hi, baby.
Carl, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Lord, you know how scared I get when the phone rings in the middle of the night. What time is it?
It's 5. Jude, I don't have time to chat. I want you to do something for me. No questions. Just take the kids back east for a few days. Right away. Call the airlines and get on the first available plane.
Oh, God, I knew you were lying to me.
No, I wasn't. It didn't look bad.
But it's bad now.
It's just a precaution.
Carl, I don't believe you.
Judy, I don't have time to argue.
What about you? What's going to happen to you?
I'll be all right. They have a safe place for me here.
You're lying to me.
Just don't tell anybody. Just call the airport, okay?
But Carl, my mother, she's over at...
No, you can't call anyone. Look, I can't talk any longer. Just do what I tell you. I love you. Bye.
But Carl...
I'm telling you, he did.
How? How could a maintenance engineer manage to fool Proteus and plant enough bombs in the right place to wipe out an entire nuclear plant? Besides, the plant is intact, or haven't you noticed?
You may feel smug about this, Henry, but I don't. Now, Ives is no dummy, and somebody fooled your computer.
It can't be done.
But it was done.
How?
I don't know how. Why don't you ask your computer?
I'll call you back. I want want to check with Proteus on all data processed on Howard Ives this past year.
Mom, I can't find my yellow blouse.
It's in the laundry hamper.
It's my best blouse. What am I going to wear on the airplane?
Karen, it doesn't matter. Just get dressed.
I haven't got anything nice.
Karen, just get dressed.
I hate everything I've got.
Okay, I'll be right there. Come on. You go in and help Wendy get dressed. Hello, Mom. I know it's early. Listen, I'm taking the girls to New York for a couple of days. Why don't you pack a bag and come with us? I know, Mother, but I would really like you to come with us. Mom, I don't have time to discuss it. No, don't say no.
Birchfield 34, information processed for Howard Ives, ID 624-8857, start April 1, 26 requests for information as follows.
Exactly. I got it. Thank you. That was Cadwell. Ives used the computer to beat itself.
What?
Yep. He started back in April requesting information. The computer gave him everything he needed. According to Proteus, 5 bombs will put us out of business. 2 in the primary cooling system, 1 in the purification pump, 1 in the emergency cooling system, and 1 to detonate the atmosphere.
And what happened?
I don't know. Either he didn't have time to plan all the bombs, or some of them haven't detonated yet. What's that?
I don't know. It's coming from the containment building. The microphones are on.
Patch me into Procon.
You're on.
Procon, this is Frank Brolin. Where's Stone?
Commander?
There's someone alive in the containment building.
We know. We've known for the last hour and a half.
Well, why the hell don't you tell me?
There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, I could go in and get him out.
And blow the building up?
Well, what are you gonna do, let him die?
Do I have a choice?
Well, what if it's Howard Ives?
Does it make any difference?
Of course it makes a difference. He knows where the bombs are planted.
If there are bombs planted, and if it's Ives, which is a 14-to-1 gamble, and if you don't blow the whole building up when you go in, and if when you find him he can communicate, or wants to communicate. Roland, I know it's not in your nature to be cautious, but try. Proteus is working on the purification system. When we get it working, we can clean up the hydrogen problem and review our decision. And next time you want to talk to me, call on the phone. We are not announcing a football game.
Hey, just cool down.
Hey, Frank, Carl.
Banducci, what is it, raining out?
Not yet. Come on outside. The standard potassium-based thermite grenade used by the military is this big. Now, the chemical compounds we found in Ives' workshop indicate that he was making potassium-based devices that big. Okay, Pete, you're all set? That pipe's the same size as those in the containment building, so this should give us a pretty good idea of what can happen, even with cold water. Okay, Pete, shut it down. Near as we can figure, from the materials Ives ordered, he made 5 bombs. 4 of them, the smaller aluminum-based bombs. But I gotta tell you one thing. If he made a bomb like this baby, it hadn't gone off yet.
How do you know?
Because we wouldn't be here.
Look at that. A machine searching for a bomb.
But there must be an extra seat on that flight. This is my daughter, and I insist on going with her.
I'm sorry, but Flight 204 to New York is completely booked. Now, if you'd like to wait, I can try and book all of you on a later flight.
How much later? No.
I'm sorry, we haven't been this busy since last Christmas.
Can you move it along, please?
You should have made my reservations.
Mom, I'd already made ours. Listen, I don't understand this. 2 hours ago, they said the plane was completely empty.
Give me a seat on the next plane.
To what city?
Come on, I'm gonna miss my flight.
It doesn't matter. Boston, Chicago.
Well, the next flight available
Anything.
is...
Just get me on a plane.
Hey, Mom, there's the Simpsons.
Well, it's okay, Judy. She's a friend.
Sir? Excuse me, sir. This blue book. It contains detailed plans for the disposition of military forces, ballistic missiles. It even gives detailed plans for the evacuation of the White House and the Pentagon. But nowhere are there plans for evacuation of the population.
There isn't any.
Sir?
How could there be? If the sabotage is successful, what difference where you hide? If it's not successful, we save people needlessly being evacuated.
So we could survive a nuclear excursion.
Yes, one. But what if there's a conspiracy? We have over 60 nuclear plants out there. We must go by the book.
But even if more plants blew, we'd survive, wouldn't we? All of us in this underground complex, we'd survive.
What for? Are you married?
Yes, sir.
Children?
Daughter? Are you married, sir?
I have a wife, 5 children, 3 grandchildren. Who do you save? Who do you allow to die? Luckily, we're not allowed to make that decision. But living in a world without them, I would not feel favored. I would feel marked.
Yes, sir. By the book.
No!
What do you want us to do, Henry? Sit around here with our fingers in our ears so we don't hear the explosion that's coming? Good God, man, time's running out.
Switch to the phone, Brolin.
How secure is the containment building?
No one, but no one goes in that containment building until the core cools down.
That'll take another 24 hours, Henry. There's a human being in there.
Let me worry about that.
That's easy for you to say, Henry. You're in Colorado.
I'm the officer in charge of this operation. Get to work.
He's the same robot I knew 20 years ago. Only now he's riding a $30 million computer instead of a desk at military intelligence.
Yeah. Just a second, he's right here. Troubles, the sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff, what is it?
June 30. I visited Marjorie today and we talked for a long time. I told her about my problem with the emergency coolant and how Proteus had solved it for me. The roses die too quickly on her grave. I'll bring mums. Oh, poor Mom. My poor Marie. In the end, September 27. Oh, I feel strong. I feel excited.
After your men cleared out, one of my deputies found it in Ives' mailbox. There's a note. He's going to destroy the nuclear plant. Please stop him. Just a minute. There are bombs in that plant. Bombs. And that's what the hell this is all about, isn't it?
Listen, Sheriff, this is a very delicate situation.
Delicate. That plant's on the verge of blowing up. Delicate. My family lives here. My friends. You expect me to sit back and do nothing while the government down here in Washington sits in a butt saying we got a delicate situation? I mean, we're in the fire line here, too, you know?
Listen, Sheriff, I'm sorry, but things are under control.
I don't think they are.
He doesn't think so.
I don't think we're the only ones that know there's trouble at the plant. For the past hour and a half, most of the roads leading to the airport have been jammed up. You do what you have to. I got my own to look after. What is this?
Sheriff, you're under arrest.
You can't do this.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go bowling.
Are Judy and the girls at the airport?
I hope not. I hope they're already in New York.
Who the hell do you think you are? Where do you get off using inside information for your family?
Because they are my family, I want to protect them.
Well, then protect them by doing your job. You don't like this secrecy, you want to warn people? Then warn everybody. Start with the sheriff in there and his family. How about Harry Holland and his wife and kids? Do they deserve to die?
I'm not God, I'm just a father.
You're gonna blow your career over this.
Well, that's great. That's really great, Frank. This whole place may blow at any moment. You're worried about blowing my career. Look, I'm not trying to hide what I did. They're my family, and I love them. Maybe you forgot how you felt about Anna and Mike. Maybe that's all anesthetized now, huh? Maybe you're right, Frank. You should have gone fishing. A long time ago.
All passengers departing
I'm sorry, sir. The flight to Boston is completely booked.
Oh, we gotta get to Boston. This is an emergency. Look, I'm a heart surgeon. It's important.
There's another flight this afternoon.
That'll be too late. I've got an operation scheduled for early this morning in Boston.
There are no flights to Boston.
I don't care anywhere. Just get me out of here.
Where's Grandma and everybody?
They left already, honey.
They didn't even say goodbye.
They told me to say goodbye. They were in a big rush.
Why the delay? Why doesn't he blow the emergency cooling system?
Because he's probably got a timing device to detonate the bomb.
That doesn't make any sense. If it was a timing device, the mics are sensitive, they'd pick it up. Something went wrong. Something he never counted on.
Hey, Frank?
Over here.
Frank?
The FBI called. Marjorie Ellen Ives died 3 months ago. The FBI was making a raid on an underground organization in San Francisco, and they tried to make their getaway over the rooftops. She never made it. The fall broke her neck.
Did her father claim the body?
Yeah, she's buried right here in Birchfield.
Thanks, Leo. Where are we going now?
Leo said Ives' daughter was buried here in Birchfield, right?
That's right, Frank.
The caretaker said there were fresh flowers there every day.
Lovely. So what?
That means Ives probably spent a lot of time there. Play the tape back.
You've always been the most important thing in my life. I knew that the moment you were born. When you were a little girl, Mother was always so careful laying out your clothes. But you always dressed the way you wanted to, even when you were young. The slides, the swings, the way you skied, rode horses. No fear. You never had any fear. I don't believe someone should be punished so severely for making one mistake. Police hounded you not for what you did, but for what you believed in. And when you died, Marjorie, so did I. And so did everything I ever believed in.
Is this what it's all about, the death of an only child? No foreign agents, no environmental idealists? Just some average, everyday clown who was dealt too big a dose of fate and stupidity and sickened? Do you see the outrage in this death? Bombings, riots, protests, did it all come to an end? When Mike died in Nam, there was only 5 days left in the war. You know how crazy that made me? I raised that kid all by myself from the time he was 8 years old. He was the only thing left of Anna and I. I sucked whiskey to keep from killing somebody. Anybody. What does this guy do?
Frank? Carl?
Yeah, Leo.
Marie Ives had a reservation on the 9:30 flight to Boston.
Got it.
That's it. Let's put this thing together. According to our information, Ives needed 5 bombs, and that's exactly how many he made. What we don't know is where he planted them. I think it'd be safe to guess that the aluminum-based bombs are the primary cooling system, part of the emergency cooling system, and the purification pump. Now, that's 3.
Well, what set them off? Maybe it was the heat from the faulty valve that Birchfield, and this whole thing was ahead of Ives' schedule, which would leave the 2 bombs that haven't detonated yet.
One to knock out the rest of the emergency cooling system, and the big one, the potassium bomb, the one that thrives in the hydrogen atmosphere, one that'll blow this whole thing apart. I'm telling you, Carl, those bombs are real.
But how do you know?
I know this guy Ives, and he scares the hell out of me. Time's running out.
You're going in, aren't you?
What am I gonna do? Blow my career? Come on.
Let's go, I got the tanks.
Now remember this, there's only 30 minutes of air in each tank. And that's under normal breathing conditions. With exertion, it goes a lot faster, and you're gonna be working real hard. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Oh, that's terrific. Show me how to get in here.
Okay, Frank. I've studied these blueprints till they're coming out of my ears. If you really want to do this, I'll get you in.
This is it. Okay. This fuel transfer pipe will take you right into the containment building. I hope. There's a door here and a hatch here. You have to get through those first in order to get in.
Then what happens?
I don't know. All I know is you better be real careful, because I don't know what it'll take to set that off. Maybe just a spark. Are you sure about this?
No. Are you sure about this? That's what my mother used to say to me. Are you sure about this? And I'd say no, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what she'd say? She'd say, good. Let's go.
I'll try and keep stone off your back.
Listen, Carl, about Judy and the kids. If Mike and Anna were alive, I'd have done the same thing.
Remember, Frank, just the spark, huh?
Hey, you got a match?
Out of here.
Roland? Where are you? Roland! Roland? Are you in there, Brolin? Answer me! Roland! Roland, this is Procon calling. I demand an answer.
Commander, this is Call Walsh. Frank is entering the containment room.
Brolin, I know you can hear me. You are relieved of your command. Brolin, come out of there right now! Walsh, you are in charge of this operation. Arrest Brolin before he breaches the containment building.
I'm sorry, Commander, I won't do that.
You are finished, mister. Finished!
Good evening. Birchfield has experienced a difficulty in the main containment area. The situation is being speedily handled. For your safety, this lock has been temporarily sealed. There is no immediate danger.
Commander, you can't stop him. Couldn't you help him, sir?
I don't want him in the containment building.
Begging the commander's pardon, sir, but if Brolin gets in, Proteus will react to him as an alien presence and institute a defense condition, sir.
He won't get in. Brolin! Give it up! Brolin!
It's gotta be a secret. One more time. Hey, Ben.
Look, I know it's tense in here, but I gotta eat.
Let's take that. Hey, Carl, you want some pizza? Carl. Come on, eat some pizza.
What the hell's the matter with you guys? Frank's trying to get into the containment building, and all you want to do is eat? Of course you gotta eat. Where's the lunch pail? The thermos is in the lunch pail. That's how we brought it in. Security wouldn't let him take it into the containment building. It's not in his locker, not his clothes, not his lunch pail. Let's go.
Where are we going?
We're looking in the wrong locker.
The door's open. Sir, the red alert, sir.
ID Brolin for Proteus. Brolin, you've been identified for Proteus. You almost set up a red alert.
Commander, they've got the purification pumps functioning.
It's too late.
What's happening? Is Ives alive?
Henry, go to hell!
Manucci.
Real careful. Easy. Got it? Easy. It's all yours.
Thank you.
I found Ives! Alive!
He's unconscious! Hold up in a pipe. I'm gonna have to move him.
enough oxygen for the two of us.
Forget Ives. You've got to find the bomb.
Flood the vapor lock with oxygen. I'm going to try to drag him out.
You're wasting time.
10 minutes ago, you didn't even want me to come in here. Stop talking and flood the vapor lock with oxygen. Henry, I've only got a couple of minutes of air left. I haven't found the bomb, and there isn't enough to continue the search. Flood the vapor lock.
That won't help you in the containment building.
It'll help Ives.
It will take 1 hour to make that vapor lock life-supporting. Leave him and get out of there.
He'll die!
Biggie.
Potassium?
Yes, potassium.
Frank, this is Carl. We found it, the big one, the potassium bomb. Ives never planted it.
What are you talking about?
Some kind of accident caused this whole thing to happen prematurely. Your computer caused the deaths of 13 men with its false radiation alarm.
Are you mad? Are you telling me Proteus engineered this thing himself?
Himself? Himself? We're talking about a machine here! Who the hell is crazy? Henry, you believe there was radiation in here even though a human being was telling you otherwise. Well, I'm standing here and there is no radiation.
At least not enough to kill anybody.
Your machine registered accident until a human being told you it was sabotage. Your baby made a mistake, Henry. If a human being had made that error, you'd have had him destroyed.
The book says...
You're a fool, Henry. Ives knew you'd follow the rules, the book. Now do what I tell you. Flood the vapor lock with oxygen. We're flooding! Carl, I need some more oxygen, quick!
I'm on my way.
Brolin's already been cleared and identified. Now, what do I do?
Re-identify Brolin.
Sir, it's not Brolin.
Look, Proteus showed all 14 men dead. Now it's showing an extra person in there.
ID Ives. Shut off those klaxons.
Proteus has identified the saboteur. It's taken over. Commander, we have a red alert.
Commander, this is Waite. Open the vapor lock. Stop finding us. It's the only way they can get out.
We can't. Proteus is in control. What's that?
The overhead crane is moving.
It's impossible.
It's moving!
Nothing's registering here.
The crane only moves when the reactor core is cold. It can't be moving.
I'm telling you, it's moving!
Look at the time. They were supposed to change fuel rods at 1100 hours. The crane is programmed to move now.
It can't. The reactor's hot.
Well, somebody better tell it because it's moving! Popping bolts!
Stop it! Cut off the emergency switch!
I can't. Proteus is overriding all switches.
Roland! There's a manual switch on the second level! You've got to stop that train! Roland! If that train pulls off the cover of a hot reactor, that whole building's going to explode!
The fifth bomb knocked out the switch! It was a fail-safe method! All he had to do was keep the reactor core hot enough by crippling the cooling system. The reactor's the biggest bomb in that building.
Roland! You've got to stop that train!
What does your bloody book say, Henry? Carl! I need more oxygen! I have less than 4 minutes left!
Ives is dead.
Commander, we have video.
Frank. I got you. Turn, you. Hold on, Frank.
The reactor's safe!
is Waite. Yes. Harold? Yes. Yes.
How's the hands? You're fine. What happened? She was still at the airport. Her plane was delayed. She would have been caught in. Got a match? Yeah.
What's so funny?
My mother-in-law. She flew to Anchorage.
I guess he don't know who we are.
You know what? Nobody does, nobody will.